Well, we have to be very concerned, as I indicated yesterday, and on other networks. We have to be very concerned because then, first of all, I have picked indications that the Burkinabe government is actually arming vigilante groups in Burkina Faso, arming them. And we all know the consequences of arming civilians, putting them into vigilante groups and arming them. And secondly, we have, the indications are also that the Russian government has indicated that it is going to assist the Burkinabe government to flush out terrorist or jihadist groups, terrorizing people in Burkina. And that has actually heightened the attacks we are seeing in Burkina Faso. The implications or the repercussions are that we are going to see armed civilians actually taking advantage of our territory, especially when we don't know who these people running into our country are, as to whether they are part of the people who have been armed by the Burkina government, civilians who have been armed by the Burkina government or not. So it is important that our governments will begin to, start some, back scene or discussions, behind the scene discussions with the Burkina government with regards to this advent of arming civilians. So we have to be worried. Right. Yes, in fact, before I came online with you, I spoke to the regional, security command. I spoke to those in charge of that area, running the security of that particular region. And the indications are picked up, are that they have increased patrols. And the good thing, according to them this evening, is that a good number of the asylum seekers have returned. Some of them have gone back already into Burkina. They ran because the terrorists had come looking for the vigilante groups who have been armed by the Burkina government. And they warned them, so they burned some telephone masts, burned some police stations, and killed some police officers. So that triggered the rush, out of those areas into our territory. But the indications are that some of them are already going back. But I am informed also that intel are picked, indicate that they see something, say something. It's actually working, fortunately in that area, because opinion leaders are actually out there sharing information with the security on the ground. And so that anytime they see anyone coming in, they inform security, officers around, and they quickly have to move there to see who they are. So I think somehow the situation is under control around the area. My worry, if you ask me, has to deal with the Burkina government arming civilians around, the border areas, because that would have, call them future security and dark future security implications for us, because then they will come into our territory to cause a lot of mayhem. Right. Long after probably this jihadist movement thing has ended, probably even in Burkina.